Terus? Oh iya ini.
On the move. Vehicle
Masih
on
ada,
the
Zak. Masih
move.
ada api, Zak. Oh, tuh.
Arrived at destination.
Ready. Will do.
Pindah deh bomba.
Lawan dulu.
Heading to operational area.
Belum datang, kali dia datang.
Tadi udah ketekan nih, berarti udah ketekan.
On the scene.
Awaiting. Understood.
Ini mesti cepat nih, parah nih. Tak bisa di pause kan kalau The Sims itu.
Task completed.
Oh, kalau berdua lebih enak sih.
Lebih cepat kalau berdua.
Kau sendiri ngeri ya.
Task
Sendiri
completed.
geger kita.
Iya, kalau telat meledak tuh langsung banyak api di mana.
Alat merah nyamber kemana-mana dia.
Iya.
Awaiting instructions.
Task completed. Task completed.
New orders received.
Satu
Ready.
lagi ada nih.
Listening.
Wih, api.
Awaiting instructions.
Task completed.
Ready. Returning to base.
Oh, yang kedua apa?
Transporting patient. Listening. Transporting patient.
Listening.
Ada lagi.
Ada lagi, aku madepin api ya. Aku fokus ke api nih.
Returning to base.
Awaiting instructions. Return.
Awaiting instructions. Recalling. Returning to base.
Arrived at destination. On the move.
Ini berapa orang sih? 2 orang nih. Masalah ada
Heading
tentara
to
juga nih,
operational
ngeri.
area.
Ini apa nih? Fire factor.
Arrived at destination.
Listening. Understood.
Awaiting instruct.
Ready.
Gue nggak bisa kalau dekat api. Fire factor itu siapa? Saya hidupin fire factor Sek? Atau dulu aja yang bagian api
An
dulu.
emergency has been completed.
Yang ada tanda itu tuh kan fire factor tuh yang mobil kedua.
Oh,
Ready.
bobol ini ya.
Iya. Mobil kedua, mobil pertama tuh nyiram doang.
Task completed.
Awaiting instructions. Returning to base. Listening.
Task completed. Task completed.
Yang ada airnya berarti tempat air ya.
Moving out.
Iya buat madam.
Ready.
Polisinya lupa gue pesan.
Heading to the operational area.
On the scene.
Gue polisi.
Arrived at destination.
Listening. Will do.
Gak ada lagi ya.
Listening. Recalling crew.
Loh, gue nggak bisa ini. Apa nih? Dokter.
Awaiting instructions.
Oh, dokter.
Dokter.
Dokter mana sih? Oh, ini.
On the move.
Oh, ada
Task
paramedic
completed.
sama dokter.
Ready. Recalling crew. Returning to base. On the scene. Ready.
Awaiting it. Understood. Ready. Returning. Listening. Returning to base. Vehicle on the move.
Ini dokternya langsung
Arrived at
kirim
destination.
ini apa enggak ya? Oh, enggak ya?
Enggak.
On the move. Ready.
Ready. Will do.
Iya, sekalian.
Moving out. Entering vehicle.
Listening.
Sekalian
Returning to
dikirim aja.
base. Awaiting instruction. Returning to base. Ready. Returning to base.
Awaiting instructions.
Task completed.
New orders received.
Ready.
Loh, nggak ada paramedic.
Loh, tapi katanya langsung kekirim sama dia. Enggak.
On the move.
Gue balikin.
Nggak, dokter nggak bisa ngirim
Mana
pasien ke
bisa?
rumah sakit. Ambulan bisa.
Nah itu. Tadi lu kok
Arrived
bisa
at
kayak bisa tadi?
destination.
Listening. Will do.
Udah.
Listening.
Nol gitu.
Crew, returning to base. Task completed.
Awaiting instruct. Returning to base.
Ah, ini butuh leather nih. Ah,
An emergency has been completed.
gua leather le. Mana leather?
On the move.
Aku keren ya.
Api siapa?
Aku keren. Aku mindahin pohon bongak nih dulu.
Arrived
Oh.
at destination.
Ini gua nggak mau nih.
Ini
Gimana cara apiin jauh tuh?
Heading to operational
Enggak, ini
area.
pohonnya dipinggirkan dulu, Bang.
Oh,
Pohonnya ngalangin soalnya.
oh gitu.
Nanti kok ke sana nih, ke atas. Masuk
Oh,
gang,
iya.
masuk gang.
Oke,
ini.
betul.
Awaiting
Panggil aja dulu
instructions.
mobil-mobil setan nih.
On the scene.
Oh iya ada
Lama
pohonnya.
banget.
Bisa enggak?
Nah,
Apa-
lama loh.
Apa yang butuh lagi? Nah,
Heading to operational
Udah.
area.
dokter.
On the move.
Dokter udah.
Dah.
On the scene.
Listening. Destination confirmed.
Udah di
Ready.
tuh. Masuk.
Wind direction change.
Satu lagi
East.
nggak bisa pindah nih.
Arrived at destination. Vehicle on the move.
Kenapa nih ada tanda ini apa nih?
On the scene.
Ini merah.
Salah
Awaiting
pilih gua.
instructions.
Enggak lah.
Listening. Operational area. Returning to base.
Udah water tender kok nggak bisa ke situ. Apa nih tandanya? Oh ini.
Heading to the operational
Oh yang paling
area.
bawah tuh.
Ready.
Nah, karena ada tutorial.
Awaiting
Pak.
instructions.
Iya. Nah, bakar api ini gimana nih? Api udah habis ya?
Arrived at
Oh, nggak mau
destination.
Tekan.
Api di atas.
Iya nggak mau ditekan. Water tender factor.
Awaiting instructions. Ready.
Heading to operational area.
Listening. Ready. Listening. Listening. Got it.
On the scene.
Task completed. Awaiting instructions.
Awaiting instructions.
Ready. Moving out.
Gimana cara
Listening.
dia pakai factor
Awaiting
gimana?
instructions.
Harus deketin Bang, karena nggak ada ruang. Aku nyelamatin orang dulu. Nanti baru bisa.
Listening.
Leadernya udah pasang.
Oh ke ladder dulu. Enggak yang api ini gimana nih?
Udah full padatin. Tapi kalau siapa?
Listening.
Ini lagi di ladder nih. Yang satu nih.
Leader udah pasang.
Udah.
Belum dipasang nih Bang.
Lo tahu tuh ngapain dia? Lagi loading nggak? Critical ladder fight factor.
Listen. On my way.
Oh, fight factor musik situ juga.
Awaiting moving out.
Faktor aku udah di sini, udah di posisi. Oh, nggak bisa ya? Harus dia dulu ya.
Ya fight factor mesti naik ke atas ladder tuh. Nah, baru bisa kan?
Listening. Can't do that.
Awaiting instructions.
Ready. Destination.
Ready. Moving out.
On the scene. On the scene.
Udah 2 orang gitu.
Listening. Understood.
Ya makin banyak orang makin cepat nih.
New orders received.
Ada lagi tuh.
Awaiting instructions. Returning to base. Destination confirmed. Moving out. On the scene. Awaiting instructions.
Ready.
Listening.
Ada 3 orang sakit apa gitu loh.
Ready. Returning to base.
Listening.
Ready. Will do. Awaiting instructions. Listening. Returning to base. Listening.
Awaiting instruction. Recalling. Returning to base. Ready.
Awaiting instructions. Returning to base.
Heading to operational area. Listening.
Task completed.
Ready. Setting down crew.
Ready. Will do. Task completed. Got it. Understood. Recalling. Returning to base. Task completed. Completed. On the move.
Gua polisi ya.
Returning to base.
On the move.
Polisi di bawah tuh. Siapa yang mau manggil?
Gua.
Heading to operate. Awaiting instructions.
Ready.
Udah
Understood.
ngusir.
Taking damage. On the scene.
Loh, di bawah tuh ada lagi polisi.
On the scene. Listening. Will do. Got it. Wait. Understood.
Ready.
Mana polisinya, Bang?
Returning. Listening.
Dia tuh udah lagi apa? Oh, ini di bawahnya
Task
belum.
completed.
Ntar lagi ini dulu.
Ready.
Anjir, gua kebakaran.
Returning to base.
Udah mau hancur. Ada nyawa juga deh.
Awaiting instructions. Crew, return. Returning to base.
Wind direction change. An emergency has been completed.
Nggak
Listening.
bisa kabur dia. Nggak bisa pulang dia.
Returning to
Nah,
base.
kalau udah dekat.
On the move.
Wih, bakaran, oh.
Iya.
Heading to operational
Butuh
area.
banyak personel gua.
Ready. Taking damage. Recall. Returning to base. On the scene.
Lu tambahin 2 lah.
Listening. Awaiting instruction. Got it.
Yang merah tuh dulu.
Ready. Listening. Understood.
Oh, ada kren. Harus pindah ini.
Keren ya. Bagus.
Nah, aku manggil kren.
Oh, tuh. Berarti gua siapin paramedik oke. Dokter tuh kan?
Paramedik belum bisa masuk, Bang. Apinya masih besar.
Dokter. Dia jauh ya.
Heading to operational area.
Butuh 2 dokternya.
Task completed. Listening. On the scene. Returning to base. Awaiting instruction. Got it. Listening. Waiting. Got it. Heading to operational area. Awaiting instructions.
Dokter udah 2 ya. Gua
Taking damage.
udah manggil ya. Oh, ini.
Arrived at destination. Heading to operational area. Listening. Got it. Understood. Task arrived at destination. Ready.
Listening.
Udah bisa
Will
kan?
do.
Awaiting instructions.
Krennya udah
Awaiting
pindah.
instruction.
Udah.
Understood.
Task completed. Awaiting instruction. Returning. Ready.
Suruh cabut.
Returning
nih.
to base.
Kayaknya polisi biarin 1 kayaknya buat jaga-jaga muncul nggak jelas.
Aku panggil ambulan ya.
Beda. 2. Untuk panggil 1 lagi.
Kalau berempat enak nih, ajak si Watson lah.
Nggak kuat dia lah. Kuat, maksudnya dia patah-patah.
FPS drop ya?
Iya.
Rata kiri ya, kurang kiri semua.
Iya, dia rata kiri masih patah-patah.
Dia udah nyoba.
Udah.
Nah,
Ada tuh friendnya tuh. Dia udah coba.
dia apa? AMD Intel?
Intel. Kayaknya di bawah lu deh.
Iya,
Task
generasi
completed.
4 kan.
Mungkin. Tuh panggil. Bawa.
Task completed.
Ready.
New orders received.
Recall crew.
Orang,
Returning to
orang.
base. Awaiting
Nanti
instruction.
mau
Returning to
ada
base.
lagi.
Iya.
Misi kedua, kau kesana aja. Aku ngurusin di sini.
Iya, tak. Polisi.
Heading to the
Ini
operational
apa nih?
area.
Polisi sama SWAT, coy.
Heading to operational.
Listening. Moving out.
Ready. Destination confirmed.
Awaiting it. Vehicle on the move. On the scene. On the scene.
An emergency has been completed.
Ada lagi gitu.
Awaiting instruction.
Awaiting it. Will do. Ready.
Ready. Got it.
I'm under
Oh,
attack.
ada bully ya. Ini butuh dua kayaknya. Bahaya nih kayaknya.
Heading to
makanya aku main
operational
tiga. Aku
area.
main tiga loh.
Oh, ya. Ini pasti ada yang sakit nih. Siapa-siapanya dokter.
Buat polisi
Heading to
nangkapin yang
operational
bendera
area.
bang.
On the scene. Heading to operational.
Listening.
Awaiting instruction. Will do. Listening. Understood.
Arrived at destination.
Polisi itu lagi waktu itu.
Ready.
Oh, nggak ada yang
Task
cedera ya.
complete.
Bilang.
Returning to base.
Listening. Returning to base.
Itu tugas polisi nangkapin bendera nih bang.
Ya, kau udah bawa dua dah. Ntar lagi penuh.
Listening.
Berarti udah nih kan?
Crew. Returning to base. Awaiting instructions. Returning to base.
On the move. Listening. Transporting arrested persons to the station. Destination confirmed. Crew, return. On the scene.
Kau nggak mau manggil dah.
Dikeluarin dulu orang-orang ini.
Udah.
Milih satu-satu bang. Dia nggak bisa barengan. Milih satu-satu.
Recall tadi.
Bukan recall tuh manggil ke mobil. Nih kayak akunnya. Select polisinya baru ini.
Awaiting instruction.
Listening.
Gue udah masuk dah.
Arrived at destination.
Kok mobil nggak mau?
Returning to ready. Returning to base.
Udah kan? Udah ada kan?
Kan ada lagi ya?
Ada lagi tuh kok ada tanda ini. Oh, nah lagi di bawah.
An emergency has been completed.
Nah, nanti.
Jadi berdua nih enak abis.
Iya.
Aku sendiri dari kemarin.
Susah coy.
Entah abis sendiri aku udah aku dulu nih.
Itu level terlalu tinggi itu. Gak jelas. Kan dapat kartu juga, kita pilih ya. Lu berarti pilih yang fair-fairan tuh. Berarti gua pilih paramedic aja.
Gak, aku aja random aja pilih.
Payet. Gua paramedic lah. Atau gua udah punya tadi. Inilah, klaimnya kok pakai duit sih?
Udah level 16 tuh, pas waktu lagi.
Ntar lagi klaim yang ini. VP lah. Apa tuh kok ada tanda ini? Oh, ada. Ajar kan? Kok only. Kalaupun berempat orang tuh nggak ngapa-ngapain juga nggak masalah kan? Kan nggak ngaruh ya.
Kalau berempat nanti enaknya di level 40 tuh nanti.
Anjir.
Kita pasti butuh orang tuh level 40. Pasti
Iya.
rame. Ada yang kesana, ada yang kesini.
Ah. Nggak, kalau kayak kita kan sekarang nih kalau field team nggak ada masalah juga kalau orang tuh nggak kerja. Ya kan sama aja. Oh ini ada require ya, ada apinya berapa ini? Polis nggak, technical, medical software.
Aku api ya.
Iya. Itu butuh engineer tuh.
On the move.
Lihat, engineer.
Gua udah panggil engineer.
Wah, apinya pada min dulu kalau enggak damage ini.
Ya iya. Apa ini dulu? Gua lagi ngurusin itu. Apa lagi yang butuh?
Arrived at
Perfector.
destination.
Perfector lu juga?
Heading to operational area.
Injured. Ya udah gua medical.
Ya, engineer masuk.
Heading to ready.
Listening. Got it.
Arrived at destination. Arrived.
Heading to operational area.
Awaiting instructions.
Listening.
Operational area.
Butuh apa nih? Rescue-nya ntar berarti dibuka dulu.
On the scene. Task completed. Understood. Awaiting instructions.
Berarti
Ready.
udah siap kerjanya.
Oh, makin banyak makin
Recalling
cepat
crew.
ya.
Iya. Makanya kalau mau berempat lebih cepat ya.
Returning to base.
Tapi ya orang tuh kerja enggak ya tergantung mereka tuh. Jadi ntar bingung ya. Gue ini.
Oh, medik ambilkan dokter, Bang. Udah dokter.
Listening.
Ready. Understood. Awaiting instructions.
Ada
Ready.
campak nih.
Will do.
Awaiting instruction. Crew returning to base.
Oh, bisa berdua orang ini.
Ya sekalian berdua dia kan ada butuh dua tuh. Kalian aja semua tuh.
Returning to base.
Sekalian di
Task
gerek.
completed.
New orders received.
Ready. Crew return. Task completed. Task completed.
Nyapi deh. Saya butuh tuh. Perfector.
Heading to operational area.
Awaiting instructions.
Listening. Returning.
Listening.
Bang,
Returning to base.
Perfector sama polisi.
Ready.
Udah.
Ready.
Udah.
An emergency
Langsung aja
has
nih.
been completed.
Got it. Got it.
Heading to operational area.
Medic udah dipanggil ya.
Heading to operational area.
Arrived at destination.
Oh,
Arrived at
Perfector butuh dua ya?
destination.
On the scene.
On the move.
Oh, ini ada kerusuhan ntar. Ya, polisi.
On the move.
Off. Awaiting
Awaiting instructions. Task understood. Task on the
ready. Recalling crew. Returning to listening. Listening.
awaiting instructions.
Awaiting instructions.
Awaiting instructions. Listening.
Listening.
Oh, lu udah. Ya.
Entering vehicle. Ready. Recalling crew. Return.
Ready. Returning to base.
Awaiting instructions. Crew return. Returning to base.
Paramedic udah lu panggil? Belum kan?
Ambulan belum? Mau panggil?
Gua panggil.
On the move. I can't do that.
Oh, udah, lu satu udah. Gua udah satu.
Awaiting instructions.
Awaiting instructions. Understood.
Lu yang di kanan ya?
Listening. Stepping down.
Task completed.
Gua udah keluar.
Ready.
Task completed.
Returning to base.
Ready. Returning to base.
Ada lagi? Masih ada sudah gitu. Oh, dulu ya. Lama juga. Panggil satu lagi paling kalau selama itu.
On the move.
Returning to base.
Ada.
New orders received.
Listening. Entering vehicle.
Heading to operational area.
Gua api ya.
On the move.
Lagi bang, aku lagi di sini ya.
Gua api ya. Lu yang tandu sih.
On the scene. Listening. Heading to awaiting Will do. List. Understood.
An emergency has been completed.
Arrived at destination. Got it. Will do. Ready. Understood. Awaiting got it. Heading to operational area. Task completed.
Oh, ada api di situ juga.
Listening. Will do.
Oh, ini ada penonton. Polisi belum udah panggil.
Udah.
Ready. Understood. Task completed. Awaiting instructions. Returning to listening. Returning to base. Ready.
Gak ada
Returning to
pandang.
base.
Ada bibit api. Oh, udah.
Udah.
Ada bibit api.
Ya udah. Udah tinggal paramedic nih.
Panggilkan ambulan.
Heading to operational area. On the move.
2 orang kan?
2 orang.
Awaiting instruction.
Ready. Got it.
Ready.
Awaiting instruct. Will do. Task completed.
Returning to vehicle.
Returning to base. Task completed.
New orders received.
Terus lu api kan?
Task completed.
Awaiting
Oh, di bawah lagi.
returning to
Iya, ada lagi.
listening.
Buset.
Returning to base.
Lu api kan? Yang duluan apinya. Api ini gua butuh firefighter.
On the move. Vehicle on the move.
Heading to
An emergency has been completed.
Arrived at destination.
awaiting instructions. Got it. Arrived at destination.
Awaiting instructions.
Ready.
Gua belum bisa masuk.
Heading to operational area. On the move.
Ready.
Listening. Ready. Task completed. Understood.
Bibit
Arrived
apinya
at
pada
destination. On the scene.
Udah. Mana lagi? Oh,
Ada
ini.
bibit api.
Awaiting.
dulu.
Got it. Awaiting instructions. Task completed. Listening. Returning to...
Awaiting instruction.
Ready.
Heading to operational area.
Listening. Awaiting instructions.
Listening. Will do.
Satu orang doang. Oh, dua.
Listening.
Awaiting. Understood. Ready. On the move. Destination confirmed. Arrived
Oke,
at
kuning.
destination.
Kalau merah butuh 2 dokter gitu ya anggapnya. Kalau kuning masih bisa sendiri. Oke.
Listening. Ready.
Listening. Understood.
Awaiting instructions. Task completed.
Gimana nih? Tapi masih bisa ngeliat kan gambarnya? Atau aneh-aneh, kotak-kotak gitu? Masa?
Kayak main apa ya? Kamu tahu main ini nggak? The Sim 2. Mirip kayak gitu.
New
Oh,
orders
iya.
received.
Gue sempat lihat punya si Watson kayak gitu.
Ready. Recalling crew. Returning to base. Awaiting instruct. Crew. Returning to base.
Wind
Ada lagi
direction
tuh yang baru.
change. West.
Ready. Returning
Belum,
to
belum,
base.
belum. Kamu mobil singkir kan?
Nah, gue lagi nandu nih.
Listening.
Awaiting and returning to listening. Returning to base.
Ini apa sih?
Kebakaran.
Ada
An
engineer.
emergency has been completed.
Gue engineer dulu.
Heading to operational area.
Ini mana kebakarannya? Nggak kelihatan kebakaran.
Arrived at destination.
Ready. Will do.
Oh, mesti buka dulu.
Iya, buka dulu ini ya.
Iya, nih.
Depannya ini.
Udah gue open.
Heading to operational area. On the move. Arrived at destination. On the move. On the scene. Heading to operational area. Arrived at... Task completed. Task... Listening. Got it.
Listening. Crew, return.
Udah nggak ada kan?
Returning to base.
Ready.
Aku fokus ke damin api ya.
Iya.
Awaiting instruction. Will
Oh,
do.
ini ada merah nih.
Understood.
Betul dua kayaknya.
Dokter
Listening.
Iya,
Ready. Got it.
lagi diurusin tuh.
Awaiting instructions. Returning to base. Ready. Returning to base.
satu rupanya.
Oh, ini ada lagi keren, Sob.
Ya keren. Aku manggil pakai keren. Tar.
Oh, oke. Gue panggil perfect.
On the move.
Apa nih?
Loh, apa tuh?
Nggak tahu. Apa nih?
Apa itu? Kok?
Atau mungkin reset nih. Anjir, udah setengah jalan tuh.
On the
Oh,
move.
lanjut.
Lagi dah.
Oke, lanjut.
Ready. Returning to base.
Tapi kayak ngulang gitu deh.
Listening. Dropping off.
Listening. Understood.
Iya, kayak ngulang gitu kan.
Task completed.
Balik ke belakang lagi.
Ready. Awaiting instruct. Set.
Awaiting.
Rollback.
Got it.
Gue ngamanin orang yang
Heading to operational area.
mati dulu.
Listening. Returning to base. Ready. Returning to base. Arrived at ready.
Oh, api masih ada. Enggak.
Enggak, aku madamin bibit api tadi barusan.
Ah.
Ada
Dropping
bibit
off
api.
crew.
Ready. Will do.
Nggak, tadi ada. Iya, ada. Ada lagi.
On the move.
On the move.
Listening. Arrived at destination. Ready. Setting down crew.
Awaiting instruction. Got it. Listening. Dropping.
Ready. Will do. Awaiting instructions.
Heading to operational area.
Task completed.
Ready. On the scene. Awaiting instructions.
Ready. Crew, return. Returning to base. Listening. Recalling crew. Returning to base.
Ini dokter bawah tuh udah.
Dropping
Ini
off
lagi
crew.
dibuka sama vector dulu.
Oh,
Listening.
kemana dia?
Awaiting instructions.
Loh, hilang.
Crew, return.
Waiting. Listening.
Ada.
Understood.
Ah,
Awaiting instructions.
ada
Returning to
di
base.
bawahnya.
Heading to operational area.
Ready. Recalling crew.
On the scene.
Ngapain?
Waiting instructions.
Setting down crew.
Listening. Awaiting instructions.
Ready. Understood. Listening. Crew, return. Returning to base. Ready. Recalling crew.
Ini ditinggal. Belum selesai ditinggal deh.
Nah, tapi dia
Listening.
nah,
Awaiting
udah
instructions.
Ready.
oh udah. Nah, itu makanya bingung gue tadi.
Returning to vehicle.
Listening. Returning. Task completed.
Awaiting instructions.
Dia ada tanda tambah-tambah gitu. Kayak udah kelar gitu. Loading itu deh.
Udah bang.
Returning to base.
An emergency has been completed.
Airplane crash in the park.
Gimana airplane-nya?
Airplane-nya kan udah tuh keren tadi.
Oh itu tadi, oh tuh, oh airplane. Oh iya. Ya setidaknya kita dapat kartu terus kan. Oh, ini. APK self repair ya? Bagus nih gue.
Tuh ada level 12 tuh.
Kayaknya nggak ngaruh kita mau level oh nanti.
Ya kita aja dulu. Level tinggi.
Coba pil ya. Segila,
12 aja.
segila apa orangnya? Ternyata ada orang tentu. Ada orang ya. Apa maksudnya gagal tuh ada di matchmaking? Ini kelamaan gitu sih, kelamaan.
Lama yang main ini kan jarang. Siapa yang mau main kayak gini nih?
Ada nih game baru ya. Baru
Iya,
Agustus.
makanya jarang ada promotnya.
Nah. Coba gue liat.
Aku tahu game ini dari TikTok kemarin.
Nah. Yang main cuma 335 orang. Dikit ya.
Bukan dikit, kayak orang itu speknya berat banget.
Ini siapa sih Asep? Berat? Nggak berat kan Asep? Atau biasa aja?
Kalau apanya diaktifkan tuh phishing sama anti aliasingnya paling tinggi, patah dia.
Ah berarti lu coba matiin pesan.
Soalnya kan kita kan nggak butuh jarak dekat kan.
Iya. Paling itu cobain dulu. Dulu nih.
Aku ngambil SWAT ya.
Oh.
Kau ngambil yang gitu bang.
Nggak tuh butuh.
Ke jinak bom, bukan jinak bom.
Iya.
Heading to operational area.
Ada polis juga coy. Gua polis juga.
Heading to the operational area.
Ready.
Polisi buat nangkap ini aja kalau dia udah nyerah.
Ready. Entering the danger zone. Arrived at destination.
Operational area. Ready. We're calling for awaiting and returning to base. Arrived at destination.
Udah kan?
Awaiting instructions.
Bang, ditangkap bang. Itu orang itu
Entering
yang
vehicle.
ada bendera itu tangkap
Listening.
pakai polisi.
Awaiting. Understood.
Sama engineer-nya masukin satu ke
On
sini.
the move.
Iya,
Listening.
udah gua panggil.
Listening. Understood.
Task completed.
On the
Tadi
scene.
dia udah dulu kok masuk lagi deh.
Ready.
Ini ada yang belum ketangkap nih bendera bunga nih.
Nah, nih. Butuh 2 orang nggak tuh engineer-nya?
Ini udah 2 orang, udah penuh.
Oh, udah.
Task
Oh ya,
completed.
satu gua dulu satu.
Nah,
Listening. Task transporting arrested.
New orders received.
Ready.
Awaiting instructions. Transporting arrested persons to the station. Recalling crew.
An emergency has been completed.
On the scene. On the ready.
udah ada kerusuhan.
Crew, return.
Aku mau gue
Listening.
mau
Crew, returning
Yeah.
to base.
Listening. Returning. Awaiting. Returning to base.
Ini kok ada satu lagi tuh? Tetap.
Di bawah, di bawah.
Oh, di bawah. Ini tadi juga nih.
Heading to the operational area. On the move. On the scene.
Tunggu orang nih.
Awaiting instruction.
Awaiting and will do.
Arrived at
Got it.
New orders received.
Itu lu unjuk rasanya lagi lu apa nih?
Listening. Understood. Task completed.
heading to the operation. Awaiting instructions.
Awaiting instruction. Will do.
Nah, yang kedua masih ada tuh. Ah, ini kedua, ini ketiga.
On the scene.
Gue yang bakar
Heading to
bukan orang.
destination confirmed.
Wih, ada kebakaran.
On the
Yeah.
move. Arrived at destination. Ready. Returning. Awaiting instructions. Crew, return. Returning. Listening. Returning to base. Ready. Listening.
An emergency has been completed.
Awaiting instructions. Awaiting instructions. Task completed.
Dirasa lagi.
Heading to the operational area. Arrived at destination.
Awaiting instruction. Got it. Arrived at destination. Ready.
Ini paramedic langsung tandu bisa kan?
Destination confirmed. Moving out. Arrived at destination. Heading. Listen.
Ready. Understood.
Yang putih putih kan langsung pindahin.
On the scene. Ready. Awaiting instruction.
Listening.
Oh, ini butuh engineer ya?
Listening. Crew, return. Returning to base.
Listening. Returning to base. Ready. Returning to base. Ready. Recalling crew. Returning
Bang,
to
fokus
base.
ke medik ya, aku ngebobol mobil.
Task completed.
Oh, lu engineer berarti?
Enggak, aku bukan engineer, saya factor.
Oh,
Heading to
Saya
operational
factor
area.
yang ngebobol mobil.
Returning
oh
to
iya.
base.
Iya.
Ini aku lagi ngebobol mobil.
Awaiting
Oh, fokus ke
instruction.
medik sama ambulan aja.
Iya.
Returning to base.
Mana nggak ada muncul engineer? Veteran udah panggil semua.
Veterannya udah urusan aku. Kau tinggal manggil
Heading
dokter
to
sama ambulan
moving
aja.
out. On the move. On the scene. Heading to operational area. On the ready.
Listening. Understood.
Awaiting it.
Ready. Got it.
Listening.
Awaiting and will do.
Ready.
Listening.
Satu lagi.
Understood. On the move. Arrived at destination.
Listening. Will do.
Returning to vehicle.
Awaiting instructions.
Lama sih. Kayaknya
Task completed.
Listening. Ready. Awaiting instructions. Crew returning to base. Task completed. Listening. Recall returning to base. Ready. Task. Listening. Crew returning to base. Ready.
New orders received.
Returning to base.
ini gua aja api ya.
Yuk, langsung. Aku lagi
Iya.
kalah orang ambulan nih.
On the move.
Udah clear sini. Tuh ada ambulan gua nggak belum.
Heading to
belum-
operational
belum-
area.
Ya.
Awaiting. Returning to base.
On the scene. Arrived at destination. Awaiting instruction. Got it. Ready. Understood. Operational area.
An emergency has been completed.
Leader siapa? Lu atau gua?
Ntar apinya padamin dulu bang. Ini kan bakal damage ini kalau apinya belum padam.
Udah,
Heading
dikit
to
lagi
the operational
gelap.
area.
Kalau udah putih masih aman. Butuh
On the scene. Heading to operational area. Task. Awaiting instructions. Got it.
firefighter juga kan? Biasanya udah
On the move.
On the scene. Awaiting instructions.
tadi kayak merah.
Await.
Listening.
On the. Listening.
Listening. Will do. Listening. Returning to base. Ready. Returning to base. Awaiting instructions.
Belakang nggak ada kan? Kayaknya butuh dua biar cepet. Satu tuh.
Ready.
Awaiting. Will do.
Yang langsung tandu itu tuh.
Entering vehicle.
Langsung tandu itu.
Ya ini udah lagi aku berdua. Berarti mobil kau singkirkan
Listening.
semua.
Ya.
Mobilnya singkirkan semua.
Awaiting
Bakal ada kejadian lagi
instructions.
kan.
Crew
3/4
return.
soalnya. Berarti ada satu lagi nih.
Iya.
Returning to. Ready.
Ini nih si tangga nih singkirkan nih bang.
Udah deken.
Udah keluar dia.
Nah, itu
Listening.
dia masalahnya. Apa dia nih?
Returning to
Urut,
base.
Ada satu bagian lagi. Ini baru 3/4.
Kan gue lagi pakai kartu nih, auto vehicle repair. Dia aja ntar kartunya hilang nggak?
An emergency has been completed.
Oh udah.
Hitungannya aneh. Ya. Kartu bagus tuh. Auto repair itu tadi susah tadi pakai apa?
Auto
Kena-
repairnya sekali pakai habis hilang.
Itu nggak tahu. Itu ini kalau dia pada menepi dekat-dekat itu rusak. Tapi itu kan duplikat. Kalau duplikat dapat koin langsung. Berarti yang ini apa? Emang buat kita apa tuh? Tak hilang deh.
Tuh level 16 tuh.
Ada daily cost nih. Ini duitnya buat apa sih? Buat upgrade.
Lah, bisa upgrade. Ah, dari tadi.
Iya, itu maksudnya.
Udah pakai.
Iya, duitnya tapi mahal sih. Upgrade nggak salah. Duitnya kayak $2.000.
Biar aja lah nunggu level 20 ke atas lah baru dia upgrade.
Biasa nggak hilang sih. Nggak hilang sih.
Yang mana?
Kartunya.
Oh, itu permanen ya?
Ya permanen nggak? Kecuali yang ini ya.
Yang di-
Kecuali yang power up ya. Power up kayaknya hilang. Kan consumable.
Upgrade-nya tidak.
Upgrade enggak. Global card sama upgrade enggak. Kan ada juga rescueland yang dapat pakai bukan, kalau beli pakai code apa yang warna biru tuh. Lu apa tuh? Lu police. Oh, perfect. Lu api kan?
Ya, aku api lah.
On the move. Heading to operational area.
Petandu itu. Mana? Ini
Arrived at destination. Ready. Taking down.
Awaiting instruction. Got it.
tempat ini
Awaiting instruction.
apa?
Ready. Will do.
Tempat parkirnya dikit, padahal luas loh. Kan soalnya di daerah api kurang ya. Tak ada tempat ya.
Task completed.
Oh, itu yang kedua udah muncul.
Task completed.
Gua mulai dulu yang kedua tuh.
On the move.
Apa yang kedua?
Iya,
Yang kedua apa kejadiannya?
Careless tabrakan.
Task completed.
Mana kejadiannya?
Oh, di keren dulu.
Arrived
Di
at
prefecture dulu.
destination.
Oh, ini. Ya, benar.
Awaiting. Will do.
Ready. Returning to base.
Heading to operational area.
On the move. Ready.
Lama kali di healingnya.
Task completed.
On the scene.
Awaiting instructions.
Ready. Will do.
Heading to operational area.
Awaiting instruction. Returning to base.
Listening.
An emergency has been completed.
Arrived at destination.
Awaiting on my way. Returning to vehicle.
Awaiting returning to
Ready.
awaiting instructions. Understood.
Lagi.
On the move.
1/6 dong. Banyak nih.
Banyak. Padahal level berapa sih? 16, 12.
Task completed.
20.
New orders received.
Ada lagi tuh.
Api di
On
bawah
the
ya.
scene.
Eh. Cuma tahan dulu dong.
Ready. Got it.
Listening. Returning to.
Listening. Recalling crew. Task completed. Returning to
Awaiting and returning to base. Heading to operational area.
Gue engineer ya.
An emergency has been completed.
Ya yang listrik aja, listrik.
Iya.
Listrik sama pengobatan.
on the move.
Entering the danger zone.
Danger zone ini kemana tuh?
Listening. On the scene.
Hah? Apa yang danger zone ini kemana? Lewatin aja gitu.
Will do. On the scene.
Mana?
Nih, danger zone-nya. Oh, enggak kurang dong. Oh, itu belum terjadi ya.
Awaiting instructions.
Oh, titik apinya
Returning to
di ini
base.
dulu.
Bukan iya, titik api itu yang merah.
Apa bibit-bibit api?
Iya, ada kemungkinan tuh. Kalau meledak, oh ini gue kayak butuh 2 nih.
Heading to operational area.
3 aja dong, juga.
On the
Oh iya,
move.
diinginkan ya.
Ya, lu siap aja.
Entering the danger
Bakar-bakar.
zone. Ready.
Awaiting instruct. Will do.
Oh ya, butuh 2 ya. Salah.
Enter. Listening. Returning to base.
Oh, dia berpengaruh sama sekitarnya. Merah dia.
Iya,
Heading to operational
walau belum
area.
terjadi ya. Kalau meledak yang kena semua. Kena yang area.
Task completed.
Ini udah tadi bisa siram aja tadi.
Ready.
Iya, kayak gitu.
Crew. Returning to base. Listening. On.
Listening.
Gue
Got it.
udah akun lah.
Awaiting and recalling crew.
Tinggal ambulan.
Returning to base.
Yang selanjutnya belum keluar.
Task completed.
Ready.
New orders received.
Coba tuh. Keren, betul keren. Ah,
Task
itu full
completed.
factor.
Enggak. Ini karakter doang.
Iya.
Heading to the operational area.
Awaiting. Returning to base.
An emergency has been completed.
Ready. On the scene. On the move. Ready.
Awaiting. Will do.
Enggak, polisi udah aman loh.
Awaiting instruction.
Listen. Will do.
Ready.
Ready.
Full factor belum coy? Udah kan? Udah.
Udah tinggal dibobol aja. Udah dibobol.
Listening. Awaiting instructions.
Awaiting instruction. Got it. On the move. Heading to operational area. Moving out.
Yang putihnya paramedic aja.
Listening.
Ready. Crew, returning to base.
Ready. Awaiting instructions. On the scene.
Awaiting instructions. Understood.
Kok gua salah
Arrived
ini,
at
salah ini.
destination. Waiting. Will do.
Ready.
Salah ini gua. Salah target. Harusnya kuning tadi.
Task completed.
Ini kan ada chaosnya tuh, 7% doang. Tadi berapa? Lihat dulu deh.
Ambulan udah
Task
ready.
completed.
Udah.
Udah.
Ready.
Listening. Will do.
Nah, setelah gitu udah ada ready bro.
Listening. Crew, return. Returning to base.
Awaiting and returning.
Awaiting.
New orders received.
Listening. Returning to.
Ready.
Bakaran.
Recall. Returning to base.
Udah bakar.
Heading to operational area.
Polisi ya ntar. Gua polisi lu pada.
On the scene.
Heading to the operational area.
Awaiting instructions.
Ready. Understood.
On the move.
Ready.
Ready. Will do.
Yang manggil tangga siapa? Belum ada ya?
Belum ada.
Aku ya.
Listening. Got it. Task completed.
Tangganya butuh
Task
perfector lah.
completed.
Gue perfector.
On the move.
Oke, tangganya naik. Perfector udah ada belum? Belum.
Ini lagi panggil.
Listening. Returning to.
Awaiting instructions. Crew, return. Returning to base.
Ready. Awaiting instructions.
Awaiting instructions. Got it. Understood.
Awaiting. Returning to base.
Panggil paramedic.
Heading to operational area. On the move. Ready.
Anjir, ada yang belum kejemput tuh.
Heading to operational area.
Ada di atas.
Anjir. Nah, Ricky mau panggil. Diam-diam aja dia nggak manggil apa.
Dia belum jemput itu.
Iya, itulah.
On the
Okay.
scene.
Gede-gede di situ.
Listening. Will do.
Kasih nama. Langsung ditekan lah.
Listening. Returning to base. Awaiting and.
Awaiting instructions. Got it.
Ready. Returning to base.
Itu udah tandu kan?
Udah,
Listening.
pulang aja, pulang. Semua mobil pulangin, Bang.
Oke.
Returning to. Awaiting instructions. Ready.
An emergency has been completed.
Polisi
Returning
bawa
to base.
New
Huh?
orders
Huh?
received.
Bawa.
Anjir, ada lagi ya, tonton.
Ini.
Iya.
On the move.
Ada lagi tuh sniper tuh pakai shotgun.
Enggak, di kejadian masa
Iya.
tadi, Bang, kejadian yang
Iya, ini lagi panggil. Nah, maksudnya ini yang di bawah tuh ada SWAT, butuh SWAT.
Arrived at destination.
Ready. Understood.
Returning to base.
Heading to operational area. On the move. Vehicle on the move. Awaiting instructions.
Wih, ditembakin lo.
Listening.
Siapa ini?
Got it. Will
An
do.
emergency has been completed.
Listening. Setting down crew. Ready.
Understood.
Panggil lagi kurang ya. Gue siapin medik.
On the move.
Banyak nih, sekarang nih.
Iya.
Langsung.
Heading to the operational area.
Ini ramai.
Ya, nyawanya masih banyak tuh.
Ramai.
On the scene.
Atau udah nyerah lah.
Ready. Understood.
Ready. Crew, return. Ready.
Mungkin tim SWAT-nya Pulang kan bang?
Listening. Recall. Returning to base. Awaiting crew. Returning to base.
Awaiting instruction.
Ready. Will do.
Listening.
Loh, polisi gue kok nggak ada paramedic tadi gue.
Task completed.
Crew, returning to base. On the move. On the move. Heading to
Gue
operational area.
dokter.
Awaiting. On the scene. Recalling crew. Returning to base. Listening. Returning to base. Ready. Ready.
Awaiting instructions. Understood.
Awaiting instruct.
Listening. Returning to vehicle.
Listening. Returning to base.
Listening.
Awaiting. Understood.
On the move. Heading to operational area. Ready.
Awaiting. Will do.
Awaiting instructions.
Listening.
On the scene.
Returning to.
Listening. Returning to base.
Listening. Task completed. Listening. Transporting arrested persons to the station. Task completed.
Dokternya pulangin aja bang, nggak guna deh gitu.
Nah,
Ready. Crew, returning to base. Task completed. Ready. Recalling crew, returning to base.
Listening.
Task completed. Awaiting instructions.
Ready. Returning to base. Listening. Returning to base.
berapa?
An emergency has been completed.
Ada 30% dapat achievement lah.
Iya, itu misi apa itu?
Itu mesti nolong orang.
Kenapa? Tidak apa?
Banyak deh.
Ada.
Banyak deh. Ada yang tabrakan,
Oh,
kebakaran, salah kabel. Oh, ini cepat nih. So, gun protection.
kayakku ada ini yang chandra gitu.
Ada.
Oh,
Semua ada coy.
gila ya.
Alien nggak ada.
Tuh, sini.
14-20. Nggak bisa lihat nih ini. Berapa chaosnya? Lanjut tak?
Standar.
Ah.
Standar.
Lanjut lah. Gua upgrade. Oh, ini bisa upgrade nih. Gimana bagusnya?
Ya ntar aku tengok dulu apa yang bisa di-upgrade.
Mahal coy. 400 duit cuma 2000.
Sistem notification.
Nanti aja kalau gue sih kayaknya nanti.
Ini juga level 30 kebuka nih.
Maksudnya
Bukan, ada level 38 kebuka.
apa yang 38? Mana lihat ya?
Oh nggak bisa lihat ya? Aku bisa lihat di utara countryside.
Oh maksudnya map.
Kuning. Iya kuning dia. Level 38. Gila.
Kuning. Namanya apa? Downtown.
Countryside yang di utara.
Gimana cara ke situ?
Nggak bisa ya?
Enggak.
Ya udah level 14 aja nih. Atau level 20.
14 ya. Kalau lu bisa lihat berarti gue bisa lihat. Cuma nggak tahu kan. Yang oranye tuh bukan? Quick play ya.
Oh berarti harus level 6 dulu kayaknya. Aku udah level 6.
Nah,
Wih,
Gua api lagi gantian.
ayo, aku api.
Heading to operational area. Moving out. On the move. Awaiting instructions.
Ini apa nih? Satu lagi ini apa? Perfector.
Perfector.
On the move.
Gua udah panggil tuh.
Ready.
Awaiting instruction.
Bangke.
Listening.
Listening. Will do.
Apa masih Fortnite?
On the scene. Listening.
Awaiting instruction. Understood.
Anjir jauh rupanya jalan. Ada 4 orang, berarti nggak tahu tuh.
Task completed.
Heading to operational area. On the move.
Anjir.
Task completed.
Listening. On the scene.
Ini banyak ambulan.
Iya, ini ada 3 orang tuh dalam tuh. Uninjury 3 orang awak. Nah, 1 orang.
Ready. Returning to base.
Kayak biasa aja. Minor doang deh.
Awaiting instructions. Listening. Ready.
Itu tuh. Taruh itu.
Awaiting
Udah
instruction.
keluar deh.
Ready. Recalling. Returning to base. Awaiting instructions.
Oh, butuh ambulan satu. Untuk ngangkut
Awaiting
dia nih.
instruction. Understood.
Listening. Returning to base. Ready. Awaiting instructions.
Belum kebuka baru.
Ready. Recalling crew. Returning to base.
Ini cuma 3% ya kayak harusnya.
New orders received.
Kalau 30% lebih ngeri lagi.
Api lagi.
Task completed. Heading
Gua
to
api ya.
operational area. On the move.
Oh, harus banyak nih apinya nih.
Nih.
Heading to operational area. Listening. Will do. Got it. Alright. Awaiting instruction. Understood. Ready. On the scene. Will do.
Apa yang butuh gitu? Perfector.
Polisi sama
Task completed.
Heading to operational area.
Oh iya.
Awaiting instructions. Returning to base.
Lagi penuh pula bang.
Task complete.
Awaiting instructions. Dropping off crew.
Awaiting instruction. Got it. Listening. Returning. Ready.
An emergency has been completed.
Ready.
Awaiting instruction. Listening. Returning to base.
Heading to operational area.
Masih butuh ada itu polisi.
Listening.
Anjir. Sakit banget sumpah.
Halo?
Enggak,
On-
yang
On
ini
the move.
bukan.
Fortnite.
Iya,
Bukan. Apes.
Returning
Lagi
to
di rumah.
base. Vehicle on the move. Destination
Di situ
confirmed.
masih ada lagi muncul.
dari 5 ayo. Apa ya?
Awaiting recalling crew. Returning to base.
Awaiting instructions.
Kalau aja lah kalau ada.
Listening.
Alright.
Will do.
Kalau raya. Tengah papan aja kalau ada.
Listening.
Iya,
Listening.
iya.
Will do.
Ya telur ayam setengah papan, yang setengah papan.
On the move.
On the move.
Itu aja kayaknya baru. Kalau misalkan ada kentang beku itu aja udah.
Listening.
Awaiting understood. Awaiting
Awaiting instructions. Got it.
Yuk. Ya.
heading to
Anjing.
operational
Ya, kalau
area.
hujannya udah reda, ini masih
Task
gerimis
completed.
sih dari jam subuh tadi.
Udah mulai reda kalau di sini, Sep. Ini udah
Ya,
reda.
kalau hujannya reda. Yuk.
Task completed.
On the scene. Ready. Awaiting instructions.
Listening.
Dikira aku.
Got it.
Apa? Di kick itu.
Dikira
Listening.
kalau misalkan kau tidak bergerak 1 menit bukan di kick katanya.
Oh, tanda doang ya, bukan beneran langsung di kick kan?
Enggak.
Returning to
Kasih
base.
waktu 1 menit
Oh,
lah.
1 menit.
Ready.
Berarti emang serius dong.
Returning to
Ada
base.
nelpon.
New orders received.
Udah lagi tuh.
Awaiting
Oh,
instructions.
udah aku di bawah ya.
Listening. Recall. Returning to base.
Listening.
Ready. Crew, return. Returning to base.
Ready. Returning to base.
Tapi mana? Pergi, perfect.
Heading to operational area.
An emergency has been completed.
Awaiting instructions. On the scene. Heading to operational area. Awaiting.
Awaiting instructions. Will do. Got it. Taking damage. Taking damage.
On the move.
Lanjut rasa.
Arrived at destination. Ready.
Ready. Understood. Task completed.
Awaiting instruct.
Awaiting. Got it.
Await. Listening.
Listening.
Emang mesti punya polisi satu setidaknya. Udah pasti harus.
Yang ngusir penonton.
Iya.
Task completed. Will do.
Listening. Recalling. Return. Ready. Crew. Returning to base. Ready.
Task completed.
Ntar lagi level 6.
Task completed. Task completed.
New orders received.
Ada lagi tuh. Mau pakai tangga
Ini udah
keren.
selesai belum?
Await. Listening.
Udah.
Returning to base. Ready.
Task completed.
Apa nih? Oh, ya ampun ada keren.
Lu keren. Gua aja.
Aku keren, tapi di mana posisi keren?
Nih, gua udah panggil.
Kerennya ada 2.
Heading to operational area.
Ya udah, gua panggil 2 dah.
Operational area. Ready. Will do.
3. Satu lagi tuh.
Loh, kok nggak bisa? Diambil
On the
sama
scene.
orang udah. Keren butuh 2, sama leader 1. Leader taruh mana? Oh, kerennya buang dulu nih.
Ya tunggu, dia lagi.
Awaiting instructions. Understood.
Dia ada 2 butuh leader.
Awaiting and returning to base. Ready.
An emergency has been completed.
Setting down crew.
On the move.
Pada kebakaran? Apa yang dibakar? Ada tanda kebakar. Oh itu itu.
Listening.
Ready.
Ready. Will do. On the move. On the scene.
Bisa nahan orang tuh ya. Kayak ngegantung itu tuh, lucu
Task
ya.
completed.
Dia digantung.
Iya, orang tuh ngegantungnya lama ya, ngeri.
Awaiting instructions.
Ah,
Returning to listening.
ada yang
Ready.
udah.
Udah.
Listening.
Awaiting instruct.
Ready. Task completed. Returning to base.
Oh, perfector belum. Butuh bentar.
Udah aku panggil.
Ada. Penuh soalnya.
Listening. Returning to base. Ready.
Awaiting instruct. Got it.
Task.
Ready. Recalling. Returning to base.
Siap-siap medit ya.
Iya.
Task completed.
Heading to operational area. On the move.
Biasanya polisi yang jaga-jaga.
On the move.
On the scene. On the scene. Arrived at destination. Ready.
Arrived at destination. Listening. Will do.
Awaiting instructions.
Satu doang ya.
Returning to base. Listening. Returning to base.
Listening.
Ready.
Awaiting instructions.
Belum buka nih. Udah kelar nih.
Task completed.
Anjir, ini.
Task completed. Returning to base.
Udah kelar.
Ready. Returning to base.
Udah kelar.
Udah.
An emergency has been completed.
Coba yang tepat lu tadi bilangnya.
Yang level 38 gila aja.
Iya.
Level 38. Mana dia?
Ya ngerti lah. Kalau cashnya mungkin 30 kan? Atau 15 kan? Oh, gua udah dapat SWAT unit bulletproof nih. Pas. Reduce melee. Gun damage.
Level 34.
Ah, belum level 6 nggak bisa, belum bisa.
Yang paling tinggi level 18.
18 ya.
18 langsung 18.
Bisa gua. Bisa. Level 34 bisa nih.
Coba. Penasaran aku.
Tapi levelnya easy tulisannya.
Kalau yang hijau kan trainee.
Ini easy tulisannya tuh, kan ada tulisan easy itu.
Ya itu aja udah, apalagi level paling rendah trainee bang hijau.
Ah.
Di bawah easy trainee.
Ini 34 nih. Itu 34 paling tinggi.
Level 34. Mana 34? Kalau lebih brutal,
Ini lah.
ada Robocop nih.
Anjir. Gila aja tuh. Tuh ya, gua ada 3 tuh. Bulletproof tuh. Begitu. Anjir, langsung 2 kebuka. Apaan nih? Langsung 2 kebuka.
On the move.
On the move. Heading to operation.
Awaiting instructions.
Awaiting. Got it.
Taking damage. Listening.
kok ayamnya itu ya?
Listen.
Anjir.
Understood. Listening.
Ready. Almost. Got it.
Ready.
Awaiting instructions.
Task completed.
Entering vehicle.
Awaiting instructions.
Lu udah kan Firefighter udah kan?
Aku di atas ya.
Awaiting
Aku namain
instructions.
mobil yang di atas.
Oke.
Awaiting instructions. Crew, returning to base.
List. Ready.
Listening. Understood.
Nah, polisi udah. Yang kebakaran nggak? Gua
On
kebakaran
the
ya?
move. Task
Nah,
completed.
ini udah di handle di atas.
Udah.
Heading to operational area. Arrived at destination. Vehicle on the move. Task awaiting instructions. Will do.
Awaiting instructions.
On the scene. On the scene.
Awaiting instructions. Ready. Returning. Listening. Returning to base.
Task awaiting instructions. Crew returning to base. Ready. Understood. Awaiting instruct. Got it. Task completed.
On the move.
Task completed.
Anjir, safety juga. Yang sebelah sana saya, sebelah bawah belum. Apinya.
Listening.
Ready. Understood.
Ready. Returning to base. Heading to operational area.
Ready. Moving out. Awaiting.
Listen.
Listening.
On the scene.
Ready. Understood.
An emergency has been completed.
Awaiting instructions.
Ready.
Listening. Will do. Task completed. Task completed. Arrived at destination. On the move. Task. Listening. Got it.
New orders
Aduh,
received.
salah tekan, salah arah.
Ready. Awaiting. Listening. Listening. Arrived at destination.
Listening.
Task completed. Task Ready.
Awaiting instructions.
Ready. Returning to base. Awaiting instructions. Returning to base. Listening. Returning to base. Task completed.
Ready.
Ya kurang paramedic.
Task
Oh,
completed.
tuh, sebentar.
Returning to base.
Oh, lu udah pakai. Oh, kebakaran ngeri. Sa.
Udah, fokusnya ke bawah, Pak.
On the
Biar
move.
aku yang di atas.
Ya.
Heading to operational area. Heading to the operational area. On this. Listening. Got it. Entering the danger zone. Awaiting Will do.
Ada listrik juga deh. Lu panggil satu lagi
On the
engineer, Sob.
move.
Tunggu, aku ke atas dulu.
Ah,
Sabar aja. Itu masih bisa di-handle dulu.
merah
On the
ya.
Fokus
scene.
ke api aja dulu.
Ready.
Listriknya biarin aja listriknya.
Tap.
Fokus ke api aja dulu.
Ready. Got it.
Awaiting it.
Awaiting instructions.
Ready. Got it.
An emergency has been completed.
Awak mana ini?
Awaiting instruction.
Wind direction change. South.
Returning to base.
Ini orang-orang bongak nih ngapain di sini?
Iya,
Listening.
udah gua suruh usir lah.
Crew. Returning to base.
Kurang apinya. Kan nggak ada tempat lagi nih.
Heading to the operational area.
Nyawanya udah kurang lagi
Task
tuh.
completed.
Task completed.
Polisinya buang bang,
Awaiting
polisi yang sebelah
instruction.
kanannya buang.
Will do.
Makanya.
Listening. Returning to base.
Nggak bisa kabur kan?
Awaiting instructions. Crew, return. Returning to base. Ready. Got it. Task completed.
Heading to operational area. On the move. On the scene. On the scene.
Engineer udah siap kan?
Listening.
Ini siap.
Will
Aku
do.
fokus ke
Understood.
Iya.
Arrived at
pemadam ya.
destination.
Ini
Sama.
ada
Awaiting
sipil gini,
instructions.
terus.
Vehicle on the move. Got it. On the scene.
Ini kan ini. Mas lagi. Oh,
Kan ada sipil di
Task
sebelah kiri.
completed. Heading to operational area. Task completed. Task completed.
Ready.
Listening.
udah aman kan?
Will do.
Listening.
Waiting instruction. Got it.
Masih ada.
Listening. Got it. Understood.
Oh, ada.
Task completed.
Lagi yang ujung.
Awaiting instructions. Ready. Listening. Destination confirmed. Awaiting instructions. Vehicle on the move. Ready. Will got it. Arrived at destination. Moving out. On the scene. Task complete.
Ready. Recall. Returning to. Listening. Returning to base.
Engine apa? Fight tank? Apa? Fighter?
Listening. Arrived at destination. Returning to base. Vehicle on the move. Ready. Returning to base.
Bisa
On the
dua aja
scene.
kok gua.
On the move.
Oh, merah weh.
Enggak, dia merah tuh masih bertahan tuh bang. Tapi merahnya
On the
di atas tambah.
Yang bawah nih. Bawah. Sama.
Arrived at destination.
Mau manggil dokter juga tuh.
Heading to operational area.
Awaiting instructions.
Awaiting instructions. Understood. Listening. Awaiting. Listening. Setting down crew.
Awaiting understood. Got it.
Awaiting instructions.
Ready. Will do. Understood.
Task
Aman, aman,
completed.
aman, aman. Satu lagi tuh yang paling kanan belum.
Ready. Returning to listening. Returning to
Listening. Crew returning to base.
Yuh, 90% Zat. Chaosnya. Karena sempit mungkin nak.
on the move.
New orders received.
Anjing ada bawah
On the
lagi.
scene.
Santai, Bang,
Ready.
santai bang, fokus ke atasnya dulu.
Udah kok.
Returning to vehicle.
Awaiting instructions. Returning to base.
Api ya. Gua bawa ya.
Heading to operational area. On the move. Heading to operation. Awaiting. Will do. Ready. Got it.
Task completed.
Chaos level critical.
Ayo,
Ready.
para bapak kau.
Returning to listening. Crew returning to base.
Jalan dulu tak.
Listening. Understood. Task awaiting. Will do. Ready. Got it. On the move. Arrived at destination.
Listening. Understood.
Heading to dock. Moving out.
Terus 100% chaosnya.
Ready. Will do. Await. Got it.
Task completed.
Ready.
Awaiting
Udah,
Will
masih di
do.
bawah bang, aku masih di atas nih.
Listening. Crew, returning to base. Listening. Understood. Ready. Will do. Returning to base. Vehicle on the move. Awaiting instruction. Returning to... Listening.
Aduh.
Ready. Moving out. Awaiting Got it.
Chaos escalation averted.
Masih ada kemungkinan dibakar.
Awaiting instructions.
Dibakar.
Returning to base.
Gua panggil firefighter.
Heading to operational area.
Listening.
Firefighter. Lagi udah.
On the move.
Ready.
On the scene. Listening.
Listening. Understood.
Arrived at destination. Awaiting instructions. Returning to base. Ready.
Awaiting instructions. Returning to base.
New orders received.
Ready.
Ada lagi.
Returning to base.
Oh, ada bom SWAT. Oh, pas banget nih gua coba. Engineer beda.
Task completed.
On the move.
Gua panggil 2 engineer.
Heading to operational area. Arrived at destination.
On the move. Heading to the
Awaiting.
Awaiting instruction. Understood.
Ready.
Ready. Got it. Entering the danger zone. Listening.
Ready. Got it.
Ready.
Ready. Understood. Entering danger zone. Listening. Recalling crew. Returning to base.
Awaiting instruct.
Listening.
Listening.
Awaiting instructions. Crew return.
An emergency has been completed. New orders received.
Ready. Crew, returning to... Awaiting... returning...
Ready. Crew. Return. Awaiting. Returning to base.
Apira gitu.
Ya, fokusnya ke bawah. Aku udah di atasnya.
On the
Saya di
move.
atas tadi.
Reloadnya lama kali. 7 detik.
Wih, banyak api ya.
Kayaknya butuh bantuannya.
Unable to comply. Heading to operational area. On the move. Listening. Understood.
Masalahnya orang liatnya
Heading to the
kena
operational
bakar
area.
dulu deh.
On the scene. On the scene. Ready. Will do. Arrived at... Ready. Dropping off crew. Task completed.
Will do.
Engineer.
Task completed.
Unable to comply. On the move.
An emergency has been completed.
Listening.
Listen.
Awaiting instructions. Listening. Awaiting instructions. Ready. Listening. Returning to base.
Ready. Task completed. Task completed.
Right.
Returning to base.
Awaiting instructions. Ready. Crew, returning to base. Heading to operational area.
Gue panggil dokter.
On the move. Ready. Ready. Returning to base. Listening. Returning to base. Arrived at listening.
Ready. Will do.
Awaiting instruction.
Awaiting understood. Heading to operational area. On the move.
3%.
On the scene.
Ya,
Arrived at destination.
New orders received.
Listening. Will do.
Awaiting.
Ready. Understood. Listening. Awaiting instructions. Task completed.
Akhirnya apinya di atas.
On the move. Vehicle on the move. Task completed. Task completed.
Ready.
Arrived at destination.
Listening.
Task completed. Task completed.
Awaiting instruction. Returning to base.
Listening. Recalling crew. Returning. Awaiting crew. Returning to base. Listening. Will do. Ready. Ready.
Ready. Returning to base.
An emergency has been completed.
Nah, di mana taruh ini? Ini.
Heading to the
Ladder
operational
udah ya?
area.
Udah gua apa?
On the move. Heading to operational area. Taking damage. On the scene. On the scene.
Heading to operational.
Ready. On the scene. Got it. Ready. Will do. Listening. Understood.
On the
Chaos level critical.
Apa nih
Got
waktu?
it.
Udah amat.
Task
Maksudnya
complete.
apa tuh?
listening.
Listening. Will do. Task completed.
100% kenapa kan kita udah kelarin? Masih ada api.
New orders received.
Await. Will do. Ready. Understood. Listening. Awaiting instruction. Returning to base.
Lu ke bawah Zep? Atau gua?
Tangganya udah tangganya.
Ini lagi loading ini ya? Lama kali.
Ready. Return. Listening. Returning to base.
Lu ke bawah ya? Biar gua ngurusin ini. Ini butuh ini.
On the move. Heading to operational area. On the move. Arrived at ready.
Awaiting. Understood.
Ready. Crew returning to listening. Awaiting. Ready. Return. Listening.
Listening. Got it. Ready. Returning to base.
Enggak, gua ke bawah nih.
Wind direction change. West.
Loading. Apa sih?
Ya, trennya lagi disingkirkan dulu.
Task completed.
Chaos escalation averted.
Ready. Task completed.
Heading to awaiting instructions.
Task complete. On.
Ready. Return. Listening. Returning to base.
Awaiting instructions.
Nah, titik api masih ada. Ntar gua bakar lagi.
An emergency has been completed.
Listening.
Oh,
Listening.
engineer butuh firefighter.
On the move.
Bukan engine.
Ya.
Ready.
Await. Understood.
New orders received.
Ya udah gitu.
Arrived at destination. On my way. Entering vehicle. Awaiting instruction.
Awaiting. Understood.
Awaiting instruction.
Ready. Will do.
Oke, aku
Ready.
nanganin yang di bawah ya.
Iya, iya. Gua masih di atas nih.
Listening. Task completed. Returning to.
Awaiting crew. Returning to base. Ready.
Awaiting instructions. Returning to base. Task completed.
Heading to operational area.
Anjir, masih ada yang hampir mati.
Task completed. Heading to operational area.
On the scene. On the. Awaiting instructions. Returning to base.
Awaiting instructions. Setting down crew.
Awaiting. Will do. Ready.
Listening.
Heading to operational area. Listening. Crew, return.
Chaos level critical.
Ready.
Listening. Will do. Heading
Firefighter
to
udah
operational area.
Task
polisi
completed.
ya. Gua polisi.
On the move. Arrived at listening.
Listen. Understood.
Arrived at destination. Listening.
Awaiting. Will do. Awaiting instructions.
Awaiting instructions.
Apa ya?
Entering vehicle.
Ready.
Listening. Understood.
Kok mau diambil kan?
Ready. Recall. Returning to base.
Listening.
Task.
Returning to base.
Listening. Awaiting
An
instructions.
emergency has been completed.
Task completed.
Bang, fokus yang di bawah. Bawah udah.
Udah?
Oh, ini terakhir ya?
Ya, terakhir.
On the move.
Paramedik aja yang panggilin.
Panggilkan ambulan lah.
Heading to operational area.
Ready. Recall. Returning to base.
Arrived at
Dikit lagi waktunya.
destination. On the scene. Listening.
Ready. Will do.
Awaiting instructions.
Loh,
Task completed.
Kok gue loading nih? Loh? Kok? Loh, kalau weh.
Gagal.
Anjir dikit lagi udah.
Task
Lagi.
completed.
Jadi susah ya. Gila.
Anjir lu. Apaan tuh? Parah. Berarti ketinggian gitu tuh.
Ya udah yang hijau-hijau dulu. Ih, capek ya lu. Ntar aku minum dulu.
Nah, 24 ada nih. 34 tuh main waktu.
Sadis ya.
Dikit lagi lah.
Tuh, ntar, isi dulu.
Ya.
Dah, ready.
24 aja. Yang gila tuh 34.
Yang hijau-hijau aja lu bang, gila gua.
Ya, kan 24 nih. Enggak, yang kuning tapi 24. Kan pasti panjang waktu itu.
Yang hijau aja lu bang, capek ini bang.
Ah, kita coba dulu. Kan tadi itu 34, sekarang 24 nih.
Gila.
Beda 10.
Beda 10.
Beda 10.
Ayo pegel tangan aku gila.
Yang mesti berempat bertiga kan.
Otakku ngadet tadi. Mesti berempat atau bertiga lah itu.
Kalau nggak bisa 24 main bawa-bawa gitu. Betul api.
Aku tukang api ya.
Iya. Banyak api ya. Tak dikit.
Unable to comply. Heading
Gua
to
di
operational
sisi
area.
kanan nih.
Ya aku sebelah kiri.
On the move. On the scene. Heading to awaiting instructions. Arrive. Ready. Will do. Listening. Got it. Awaiting instructions. Understood. Task completed. Ready. Will do. Got it. On the scene.
Butuh itu
Task completed.
keren.
Aku keren sebelah kiri.
Ada yang kiri kanan. Satu.
Listening. Understood. Will do. Awaiting instructions. Returning to base. Arrived at
Itu apa lagi?
destination.
Five factor.
Task completed.
Heading to destination confirmed.
Heading to operational area.
Arrived at destination. Heading to operate. Ready.
Ini reloadnya lama.
Ah.
Reloadnya lama.
Arrived at destination.
Ya kan mau kayak gitu, Zek. Mana mungkin langsung
Got
jadi
it. Awaiting instructions.
Ready. Understood.
paramedic daman ya. Oh, butuh satu lagi paramedic.
Awaiting returning to ready. Returning to base.
Saya butuh satu lagi paramedic. Sana. Lu ke bawah, nunggu ke bawah aja.
Ready. Heading to operational area. Listening.
Awaiting Understood.
On the seat. Ready.
Ready. Will do.
Dah, gue standby di bawah
Awaiting
kalau ada
instructions.
kejadian aneh-aneh.
Group returning to
Ini
base.
0/6.
Task
Masih gampang.
completed.
Tadi kan 0/9.
New orders received.
Itu udah 99% gitu chaos ini.
Awaiting
Gila aja.
instructions.
Task completed. Listening. Crew returning to base.
Ini 10% ya.
Ready.
Anjing ada tukang pukul.
Recalling crew. Returning to base.
Ready. I'm on the move. Understood.
Listening. Returning to base.
Ini tukang lempar api gila.
Apa nih butuh nih? Ngomong ke polisi dulu ya.
On the move.
Api udah.
Tukang ini, engineer.
Ini.
On the move. Returning to base.
On the scene. Awaiting instruction.
Listening. Understood.
Ya engineer sama paramedic.
Heading to operational destination confirmed. On the move.
On the move.
Ready.
Awaiting Will do.
On the
Mana
scene.
engineer gua? Engineer tadi kau udah panggil engineer.
Awaiting instructions.
Arrived at
Returning to base. Listening. Ready.
ready.
An emergency has been completed.
Will do.
Engineer belum
Task
panggil lagi.
completed.
Alah.
Ready. Crew, returning to base.
On the move. Moving out.
Task completed. Task completed.
Awaiting instructions.
Awaiting instructions.
Listening.
Awaiting Will do. Awaiting instructions.
Ini ngapain? Paramedik apa? Ini gua ngapain nih?
Crew,
Kok
return.
diam aja deh?
Woi, ngapain itu?
Itu bingung gua nih nggak diapain dah.
Ready.
Ah, ini baru ada
Will
lagi.
do.
Kok dia diam aja di apa
Oh,
depan?
muter-muter.
Itu makanya bingung gua.
Ready.
Dari
Returning
dari
to
depan
base.
dah. Atau jangan tadi ada paramedik bingung deh.
Awaiting instructions. Awaiting instructions. Crew, returning to base.
On the move.
Listening.
Ready. Arrived at. Will do. Moving out. On my way. Returning to vehicle.
New orders received.
Listening.
Fokus
Listening.
bawah, Bang.
Ya,
Biar lihat ke sini.
ya. Jadi ini
Biar-
gimana nih?
Yang mau semua mobil disingkatkan dulu. Biar aku fokus di
Heading to
atas.
operational area. On the move. Taking damage.
Wind direction change. West.
On the scene.
Returning to base.
Awaiting instructions. Recalling. Returning to ready. Arrived at returning to base. Ready. Got it. Listening. Will do. On the scene. On the move. Heading to operational area. Take ready. Understood.
An emergency has been completed.
On the move. Ready.
Ready. Will do. Taking damage.
Taking down. Awaiting instructions. Will do. Listening.
Oh, kepenuhan punya gue tak.
Wih, banyak apinya rupanya.
Ya, bantuin paramedik. Dua. Tangga belum ada. Gak ada tempat lagi.
Task completed. Awaiting instruction. Got it. Ready. Understood. Listening. Will do. Task completed. Got it. Awaiting instruction. Understood. Awaiting instructions.
Task.
Ready. Returning to base. Listening. Returning to. Awaiting Returning to base.
Nah, itunya udah ada. Perfectornya.
Task completed.
Ini cuma 6 nih. Gila chaos pula ya.
Heading to operational area.
Ambulan udah ada belum?
On the
Udah.
move.
Ya.
Ambulan ya, gue udah pesan 2. Perfector udah kan?
On the
Ini
scene.
lagi di atas.
Oh, udah.
Ready.
Listening. Got it.
Listening.
Awaiting Will do. Task completed. Awaiting instructions. Returning to base.
Awaiting instructions.
Ready. Returning.
Ready. Return. Listening.
Butuh paramedic nih.
Heading to operational
Waduh.
area.
Dah, paramedic gua aja.
On the move. Listening. Arrived.
Ready. Understood. Got it.
Awaiting instructions.
Task complete.
Returning to. Ready. Returning to base. Listening.
Atau dia tiap 10 menit? Ada menit. 27 lah.
New orders received.
Recall. Returning to
Itu
base.
yang baru. Gua api ya.
Ya,
Gimana menurutnya?
On the move. Heading to operational area.
Wind direction change north.
On the move. Arrived at destination. Heading to operational area. Awaiting instruction. Understood. On this. Listening. Got it. Ready. Will do. Taking damage. Awaiting. Understood.
An emergency has been completed.
Listening. Listening.
Butuh perfector. 3 tuh.
3.
Iya, banyak perfector.
Ready. Task completed. Awaiting instruction. Got it.
Apinya belum padat ya?
Iya, tunggu aja.
Task completed.
Ini banyak api tadi, 3. 4.
Listening. Task completed. Understood.
Udah kan.
Returning to ready. Returning to base. Awaiting instructions. Returning to listening. Returning to base.
Lu udah bawa 3? Udah.
Udah.
Nanti gua paramedic.
On the
Ya,
move.
siapin medik sama ambulan.
Ya dokter 3. Dokter 1. Ya paramedic kan.
Heading to operational area. On the move. Heading to operation.
Awaiting instruction.
Awaiting. Will do. Arrived at destination. On the scene. Listening.
Ready. Enter in vehicle.
Ready. Awaiting instructions.
Listening. Will do.
Listening.
Ready. Got it.
Oke.
Ready.
Awaiting understood.
Ya.
Ready. Task completed. Crew returning to base.
Udah bosan.
Task completed.
Kayaknya masih normal nih daripada 36 nggak jelas.
Task
Ada
completed.
lagi.
New orders received.
Itu ada lagi tuh.
Ya, ntar aku ke api dulu.
Oh, api ya, oke.
Task completed.
Ini butuh banyak nak. Gua bantu.
Heading to operational area.
Listening. Returning to awaiting returning. Ready. Returning to
Engineer
base.
satu biji.
Ya.
On the move.
An emergency has been
Butuh
completed.
banyak ini juga nih.
Entering the danger
Perfect.
zone.
Gua
On the
perfector berapa
scene.
nih? 3. 2 ya, 2.
Heading to operational area. Entering the danger. On the move. On the scene. Entering the danger zone. Heading to ready.
Awaiting instructions.
Entering the danger zone. On
Engineer
the
udah bang.
scene.
Udah. Kayaknya butuh buka dulu deh.
Awaiting instructions.
Nggak bisa masuk ya? Oh ini. Oh engineer mesti buka ini dulu.
Ready. Understood.
Oh engine untuk hancurin
Entering
sini.
danger zone.
Airnya muncul terus lah.
Ready. Listening. Crew return.
Mana?
Di ujung tuh apinya masih hidup loh. Oh mesti buka dulu.
Ready. Crew return.
Entering danger zone. Ready. Will do.
Kelar.
Awaiting and
Listening. Understood. Entering
Itu
danger
dua
zone.
orang.
Oh harus ke sini.
Enter.
ready.
Listening. Got it. Entering danger zone.
Listening. Awaiting instructions. Returning to base. Entering the danger.
Listening. Returning to vehicle. Ready. Entering vehicle. Tap.
Listening. Returning to ready. Returning to base. On the move. Entering the danger zone.
Listening.
Arrived at the ready. Recalling crew.
Oh,
Returning
kurang
to
nyawa
base.
terus nih.
Entering danger zone. Entering danger zone.
Entering the danger zone.
On the move. Entering the danger zone. Arrived at the... Returning to base.
Ready.
Listening. Got it.
Ganti-ganti engineer lu.
Udah di sana dia.
Nah, nyawanya berkurang tuh. Ntar mati juga deh. Ganti apa pulangin terus tambahin satu lagi. Kalau nggak gue ya. Tadi gue juga hampir mati
Heading to
juga.
operational
Gue
area.
usir.
Arrived at
Waiting and... Will do.
Tuh ada yang udah setengah. Ya.
on the move. Heading to operational area.
Udah setengah.
Arrived at
Suruh cabut.
destination.
Ada pas. Medik bisa masuk nih.
Ready. Recalling. Listening. Crew. Returning. Returning to base. Awaiting instruction.
Ready. Got it.
Nah, ini udah
Listening.
panggil.
Listening. Understood.
Terangin tuh.
Awaiting instructions. Returning to base.
Ready. On the move.
Task completed. Task.
Arrive.
Awaiting instruct. Will do.
Terangin.
Task completed.
Listening. Ready. Returning to base.
Task completed.
New orders received.
Udah gitu. Kayaknya nggak susah.
Udah di paus tuh.
Awaiting
Alright.
instructions.
Tuh.
Listening.
Lu aja yang ke bawah. Gue
Iya.
bantu.
Aku ngurusin tukang rusuh nih.
Nah, gue hidupin paramedic
Task
aja.
completed.
Can't do that. Heading to operational area. On the move.
Task completed. Task.
Heading to operational area. Ready. Returning to base. Awaiting Returning to base.
Ini kerusuhan.
An emergency has been completed.
Listening.
Awaiting instruct. Got it.
Iya.
Ready.
Ready. Understood.
Awaiting instruction.
Listening.
Lagi lo ajar kan?
Will do.
Kurang rupanya. Ramai.
Apa yang SWAT kan? SWAT kan? Oh, udah tuh.
Udah, tinggal panggil.
Tapi di mana parkirnya?
On the move. Heading to the
Dia satu
operational
mobil satu orang ya? Susah ya.
Task completed.
Oh, udah jadi nambah aja deh.
Awaiting instructions.
Ready.
Task completed.
Awaiting instruction.
Ready.
Makin parah ini.
Listening.
Arrived at desk.
Recalling. Ready.
Panggil dokter Sep. Makin parah pasiennya.
Crew, return.
Listening.
Ready. Will do.
Loadingnya.
Awaiting instructions. Ready.
Mana loading?
Ready. Got it. Awaiting instructions.
Bantu itu. Gue nggak ada tempat lagi nih.
Listening. Returning to base.
Gue kira tadi putih tuh. Kok kan paramedic? Kok jadi kuning kan?
Task completed. Ready. Awaiting instructions. Task.
Ready. Understood.
Listening.
Awaiting instruct. Will do.
Oh, satu mobil 2 orang lah katanya. Easy nih, easy lah. Tapi nggak tabrak ini ya, orang naik mobil lain ya. Hebatnya gitu.
Task completed. Listening. Awaiting instructions. Task completed. Ready. Transporting Listening. Transporting arrested persons to the station.
Ready. Returning. Listening. Returning to base.
Ini ada ketinggalan. Apa nih?
Iya. Pilihannya cuma ke haki doang.
Awaiting instruct. Recalling crew.
Kayak nggak muat deh mesti.
Crew, return.
Oh, ada
An emergency has been completed.
Oh, berarti dia satu penumpang cuma 2 doang berarti. Orang dia ketinggalan satu lagi. Nggak bisa nangkap 2 berarti. Satu mobil aktif. Oh, nggak bisa, masalahnya aneh banget. Harusnya 4 kan? 2 polisi, 2 penjahat kan? Harusnya gitu. Aneh ya. Kocak. Apa yang bagus nih? Sisi protection, standar. Ambulan. Apa nih? Kayaknya keren. Ada 6. Terus 6.
upgrade-nya mahal-mahal ya.
Iya makanya mesti nanti ada yang gratis tuh, ada daily offer yang free ya, udah lu tekan kan? Nanti aja kalau mau upgrade kayaknya. Cari yang paling bagus nih, yang sesuai job lah. Nah lanjut nih.
Bebas. Nanti aja lah bang, soalnya pusing kepala aku gila.
Oh ya.
Tak paham. Gila. Ntar kali ya cerita main kayak gini ya.
Ada kayak gini kayak game cuman dia titik doang namanya. Gua lupa. Tapi nggak gratis ya. Gratis nggak?
Kalau TOT ini pas aku tengok di YouTube banyakan mulung,
Apa POT? Apa?
stay out.
Oh, stay on. Berarti sama kayak yang zombie sama si Fitra tuh, enggak? Mulung juga tuh.
Iya mirip, jadi
Ya,
awal-awal mulung dulu. Gelap-gelap mainnya bang, gelap semua.
anjir. Oh, berarti kayak buka mob gitu ya?
Ya kayak gelap kan, habis itu berkabut depan tuh.
Ya berarti kalau kita ke sana langsung buka kan, kayak gitu kan? Kayak,
Iya, enggak berkabut terus apa?
lah, kabut terus.
Habis itu ya tiba-tiba ada tembakan peluru tak dari mana?
Astaga.
Enggak. Oh, horor lah kayaknya. Kayak mirip apa ya?
Oke. Nih, 911 coba cek.
911
Nah.
bayar itu.
Ah iya, ya kayak gitu kan? Kan ada yang kayak gitu kayak gini. Titik-titik doang.
911 operator.